started.
Okay, Kukanaka. Let's try e4. Okay, e4, e5, a regular opening. Now let's go for the Ruy Lopez. And the Steinitz defense, d6. So you can play d4 right away because the knight is pinned. Counterattacking with f5. So this is some kind of deferred Schliemann. Let's see, this is strange though. So the knight is still pinned, which means that I can play the move d5. And if he attacks, if he takes here to attack my knight, I can just move it. So let's see what happens. I think he has to attack my bishop. Yeah. Now, if I move my bishop back, I can maintain the pin, and he can play b5 to stop the pin, and then I can take his knight. Or I could just take it now. Pawn takes bishop. Pawn takes here, and then I could take here, but this bishop would be on this. No. Let's just take it. His bishop is kind of overloaded here. It's defending the f pawn and the b pawn. So I could take here or here. Taking here gives him the center. And he can take back here with the pawn. So let's take here. Gets the bishop off of this, and then we take over here, take the f pawn there. Now I can pin that knight. I can develop my own knight. Probably developing my own knight is a better idea. Incidentally hitting this pawn, but yeah, he's gonna protect all that. Now the bishop, and then maybe castling. At any time he could throw in this move e4, but he's not doing it. And I'm wondering if my extra f-pawns are going to be any help to me or not. Yeah, let's put the rook on the e-file. Maybe I can play knight to e4. Just in time. But there's a problem with knight to e4, isn't there? Knight takes, I have to play bishop takes bishop. I guess it's not a problem. I played here. Okay, so my knight is under attack from that square. And now my bishop is under attack. But I'm wondering if I should just defend my bishop like this. Let's see. Well, he can play bishop takes knight. I have to play bishop takes bishop, but that attacks his queen. Or he can try and undermine my knight that way. Yeah. Anyway, it's a good try. Don't believe it works, but let's see. Can I play knight to? Should I play knight to g4, g5? Queen takes, and then this is defended. I can't take it. But maybe the knight can find a useful employment somewhere along here. Decided to defend with the pawn first. Which allows me to play this move, knight to e6 immediately. But is it better to bring the queen over? I mean, what's the knight doing on e6 anyway? It's harassing it's harassing his rook. Rook here. And then what? Knight here. Yeah, I guess it's a good move. I think he should have grabbed that pawn immediately. It gets rid of this hook for the knight. Yeah, so he moves his rook to defend the c-pawn. Very logical. And now I can defend the f-pawn, I suppose. I'm wondering if it's possible to get something on g7 there. Maybe a rook lift is in order. Rook to e3 to g3. It's kind of an interesting unbalanced position. So let's see, that bishop move undefended the c-pawn. And I suppose the bishop is going over here to harass the knight next. Here. Still, let's grab that pawn. I think he has a, as long as he can't move this bishop with a terrible discovery, I should be okay. He has this solid pawn mass over here in the center and queen side. It's good to break that up. It was getting dangerous looking to me. So it's more than just a pawn. So now bishop to a4. Oh, I can just take it there. Bishop b5. Anyway, my knight has a retreat square on b3 if I can't go anywhere else. I went after this pawn. Okay. Well, it stops my queen from coming in here, I guess. Want to continue busting up his pawns. Maybe activate this this last rook. Okay, let's take that pawn. I didn't see that this was a threat. I may be missing something. He can grab this pawn, yeah. And I'm going to let him have it. I'm going to think about pushing the b pawn now that I've got one. Although another idea occurred to me, if I centralize my rooks, I might be able to, and if he plays queen takes pawn, I can exchange, and then I can take the pawn here on e4 because of the pin. But he's just declining to take that pawn, okay? He doesn't want it. He does not want that pawn. Let's go this way. I want to keep some pressure on his rook, and This also maintains a pin on this G pawn, or creates a pin on the G pawn, I guess. So now, am I threatening knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes? Yes, I'm threatening knight takes e4 right now, which he did not attend to. So let's double check this. Knight takes. Yeah, he can move the queen and I grab the rook, or he can take it and I grab the rook. That's got to be good. Yeah, so I don't see a move for him, right? Right, best to take the exchange. Give up the exchange, get the knight at least for your rook. And get the pawn. And now, what have I got? I have a check here. And
check.
He has a bishop which is a bit loose, so maybe you're just but I have a pawn, a loose pawn on f2 I have to be wary of. I have to be very careful. Okay, so let's come back and defend this pawn. And then I'll just have this simple plan of pushing my queenside pawns. I have a queenside pawn majority and I'm up the exchange, so I just need to hold the fort on the king side, push these pawns up, and that should be a winning plan. And if his bishop goes here, I can move my queen to c3 with check. If his bishop goes to, yeah, it's not a bad square for the bishop, really. e6, so
check.
Let's do this, and then start pushing the pawns. That pawn is not protected there, is it? Getting too ahead of myself. Let's attack his pawn. Although I'm not really attacking it because I need to defend, need to keep defending f2. I guess I could come forward with my queen this way. Getting the queens off would make this a lot easier for me too, of course. So he should probably not trade. Yeah, and he doesn't. So now, and he defended the pawn, yeah. So let's get these pawns rolling. Yeah, so this allows me to win the queen, or at least force a trade, because the bishop is going to have to move, and then I do want to win that queen. And now I don't have to worry so much about f2 here. I can just start pushing these guys. So let's go here. And if he moves his rook all the way up to c5, I can play b4 and chase it away. So this doubled pawn comes in handy from time to time. Okay, let's just start these guys going. If the bishop moves, well, first of all, let's cut off the king. I was going to say, if the bishop came to this square to attack my pawn, my b pawn, I would push the c pawn forward. Okay, so now let's push the c pawn forward. I don't believe his king can do anything. He can't really get any closer. He can support his e-pawn coming forward. I take it. He takes it. So now, let's see. If I play c7, rook takes, then I play c8 and bishop takes, and I win a piece. Is there something better? Can I just put it into it? If I play b7, his rook is kind of frozen there. And then bring in my rook. How's this work? How about, yeah, rook to, from c1 to a1 to a8. That looks pretty convincing.
Check.
Aha. So he protects here. So I play rook a1, he takes. I play rook a8, he takes again, I take his rook. So rook a1, bishop takes, rook a8, rook takes, pawn takes. And then becomes a queen,
Black
and then bishop
resigns.
takes. Okay, he resigned. Anyway, yeah, I was sure I could find a way to win this game. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I will upload this and I will do a post-mortem video shortly. See you then. Bye.